And welcome to the Part-Time Nerd Podcast with me, your host, Alan. Welcome to part 3 of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie extravaganza. Joining me through this journey, Mr. Ryan Francis and Mr. Peezy. How's it going, boys?
What's up?
Hello.
So, we've done 1, we've done 2, now we're on to 3. Which I didn't realize until today. I always thought it was just Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3. But there's like a subtitle to it. Did you guys know that?
Yeah.
Yes.
The Sacred Scroll of Death.
So dark.
Which I didn't... I mean, there was that one scroll that had the turtles on it in it. But other than that, there really wasn't like a sacred scroll, right?
I never saw a death scroll anywhere.
Yeah, I don't know anything about a death scroll in this movie. Like, I'm already so lost at this title.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and say this movie's not that good.
No.
I mean, that's a stretch. Like, that's honestly a stretch. Like, not that good is definitely being kind.
Now you bring Casey Jones back, but he's kind of put on the bench. He's having to deal with other guys from 1603 that come over to New York.
That's right. He's the babysitter in this movie.
They needed him to keep an eye on Splinter, and whatever these guys are doing. And he looked at Splinter. He goes, "It would be my honor." He felt proud. He was honored to.
Yeah, I mean, what? Because he got nothing else to do. Obviously, he's bored. I mean, what's Casey Jones doing at this point?
Yeah. So everything about this was just like cheaper. Like the turtles' costumes were cheaper. Which, I mean, couldn't you not just use the same ones from the previous movies?
This makes me confused as to why they did just bring the same ones over again.
Because they were bad looking. Splinter looked like he was in the little animatronic band at Chuck E. Cheese.
Yes. Remember that, dude. That was the scariest thing as a kid ever, like watching that go down with the weird like rat with the symbols and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stupid, bro.
But I mean,
drums, I don't know.
All in all, it wasn't good. The whole plot is April.
Wow. Hell. What's going on over here?
I don't know,
So, guys, that's the end of Part-Time Nerd.
We'll see you guys.
Catch you next time.
She's going on vacation, and she stops to get the guys souvenirs before she goes on vacation.
Yeah.
Which, okay. All right.
I don't get it.
Yeah, sure.
Sorry.
And one of them was a fancy egg timer, as she called it, which was like a lantern that they used for time travel.
Yes, I would describe it as that. Yes,
but you've got time travel, but you have no mention. Like I feel like Donatello would be the one to speak up and be like, "Look, guys, we're going back in time. We can't alter the past because it's going to change the future." Like there was no mention of the rules of time travel in this at all.
I don't know in the TMNT universe that there's like time travel rules.
There's time travel rules everywhere. I'm telling you, and I guarantee you, hold on. There is time travel in the Ninja Turtles universe, and they do have rules. I have comics with it in it.
Okay,
so,
all right.
It is a thing. But yeah, it's the only rule was that you had to have the same weight of people transfer back and forth. It was like an equal exchange, which the guys that switched with were not the same weight as the Ninja Turtles.
No way. Like it was literally impossible that they were like that was the whole thing that really bugged me out. Like you had these big ass Ninja Turtles, which by the way, I guess time travel gives you like warts on your skin. Because what was up with the weird dots on their costumes? That was the thing that really bugged me out about this movie. Like there was weird like time travel warts going on. It was very, very, very odd. But like that whole concept, like they didn't like bring back sumo dudes, like nothing. It was literally like 4 like skinny warriors. Like it was like how?
Yeah.
Is it weight pre-shell, like no shell weight? Like I don't know how to say how they figured that out.
I would think it would be all inclusive, but that's just me.
Yeah, definitely didn't make any freaking sense.
This guy says it all.
I don't even know what to talk about with this movie, right? Like,
I mean, the thing that's incredible to me, like, so going back to like the quality of just the movie in general, I feel like it was a lot lower. And looking at the budget too, it's like it's not that different from the second one. So it's just like, where did you spend all this money? Because it definitely wasn't in the, quality of your main characters, which I feel like it should. But
those special effects when they travel time, the little lightning that came and the bright light,
millions cost millions.
that's where it all went. Right?
They had to go to like Lucasfilm for that, right? I mean,
just
God.
it was just bad and not
the whole
good.
thing didn't make sense. Like the whole movie was so odd, and then they had like the weird, like right, like with the love interest shit, like between the turtles and like the women, it was just super fucking odd. Like,
It's
what were
awkward.
they thinking? Like putting that on film? Like, do you know there's no way they're smashing?
And so Michelangelo doesn't want to go back because he's in love. Raphael doesn't want to go back because he wants to be a dad, apparently. I don't know. Like, what were they? And then Leonardo's just like, yeah, no, I just want to chill here. Like, they got swords too, and I've got swords, and that's fun.
Swords are cool and shit.
We're just gonna hang just here. Period. Sorry, Dad.
Yeah, and no thought of what Splinter's back there. Yeah, you got to
Just
go
him and
back.
Casey Jones chilling,
Yeah,
they were like, fuck those guys.
And then you've got the guy. He's I can't remember what his name was in Ghostbusters 2, but the guy that was inside the painting in Ghostbusters 2.
Yes,
it's like the pirate that's there to help out, and
it's so weird. I casted that movie.
I don't know.
None of it made like any sense. Like the whole thing, they went back in time, and you still honestly at the end, by the end of the movie, have no clue why. Like you have no clue why this happened. How we got to this
because April got taken back in time.
But
that was the whole thing. Like, because the other guy grabbed the scepter, or she set the scepter off when she cleaned it off, or something. I don't even know. Somebody set the scepter off.
Yeah, it was like while she was wiping it down or something, like a genie bottle.
Right. And then she's like, "Oh no, the egg timer's going off, guys. What do we do?" And I'm just like, it's so bad.
So many plot holes.
The jokes weren't good. I don't know. Francis, what do you got over there, buddy?
See, this is what's so difficult. It's like I watch a lot of bad movies.
You do.
A lot of bad movies. And I can usually have, well, obviously like a 30 to 40-minute conversation about a bad movie. This one just sucked. Like, I mean, it all comes down to everything doesn't make sense. Nothing adds up to really anything. It is pretty boring because you're like, why am I invested? Well, you're trying to force me to be invested in something I just don't care about. You didn't give me a reason to actually care about anything in this movie. I don't know. That was rough.
And they missed like a huge thing. Like you have the Ninja Turtles, who are ninjas, going back in time to fight real like samurais. Like they really could have gone all out and had some sick ass scenes.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Let them be actual ninjas.
Yeah. No. It was like a play fighting.
Yeah, slap fight with my sister or something,
Yeah, and you've got the weird stuff with the horses. Like, we got to show them on the horses, and Raphael can't ride a horse, and Michelangelo gets lost because he's on a horse, and Leonardo can stand up on the horse and ride it. Like,
they love the horse scenes.
They really.
That's where the money went. That's where the money went. Is all the horses.
Teaching the actors how to do it. I'm sure,
in suits, Ninja Turtle suits.
There was no green screen then, so they probably just had to do the training.
Yeah. And did you notice your boy was back as Donatello?
No, honestly, I didn't.
Corey Feldman was back as the voice of Donatello.
Oh my God.
I noticed early on because he had way more lines than anybody else.
He did, and I still didn't catch it.
Yeah, he talked a lot more in this one than he did in the last two. Where he barely talked in the first one. Corey Feldman was out of the second one, and then by the third one, it was like this is the Donatello show.
That's not a problem. There's no continuity, It's worse than a DC Universe movie. There's literally nothing. Nothing. No continuity between 1, 2, and 3. The 1 and 2 had the continuity, but 3 just went right off the fucking rails. Like somebody was up one night, some Hollywood jabroni, just doing a bunch of blow right in this shitty ass movie and thinking this is the best thing he's ever wrote in his fucking life.
This is gonna be so fucking awesome. It's gonna be great.
So guys, call everybody, tell him about it.
Yeah. He sent the email before he could wake up the next day and be like, "What did I do?" Be like, "Oh yeah, we already signed the contract and everything." He's like, "Oh no,
we didn't read it. We just greenlighted it." What? You didn't read it? Oh man.
Yeah. This is gonna be wild.
This is bad.
Awkward.
And you bring Casey Jones back for nothing. I mean, his 1600 doppelganger was in the movie a little bit more, but even that was just kind of pointless. The
doppelganger.
What are we doing here?
Really, in this movie, they could have saved money by hiring no names to do the Ninja Turtles, honestly,
or by not making it.
Well, yeah,
that way.
But I mean, just on actor money, dude, you didn't need to put good actors there because it's gonna be a trash movie.
They should have just stuck to the material, that's the thing is what immediately you question what were they thinking taking this route. You think about all the shit they could have done with that franchise, all the bad guys, all the legendary shit, all the cool stuff. What they do? Nothing. The CGI ones had more, comic reference than that movie. There was literally nothing. It was standalone, as far as I'm concerned.
You're going back to the well for a third time. Bring me Krang. Bring me Bebop. Rocksteady. Baxter Stockman. I mean, the Leatherhead. The list goes on and on and on of characters you could have brought in. And you said, nope, we're going to do you one better. We're going to take them back to 1603.
Using a wand.
And fight. They're gonna fight a bunch of samurais, but they're not really gonna ninja fight. And there's gonna be some pirates there with guns. Let's do it.
Pirates.
That's a movie.
That's big Hollywood bucks.
And we're gonna bring in the guy from Ghostbusters 2, and we're gonna make him look like Christopher Columbus.
Yes, I mean,
we're just gonna roll.
What else has that guy done?
He's done Ghostbusters 2 in this, I think. I don't know.
I think
he wore the same outfit for both, honestly.
Budget.
Michelangelo's going to fall in love and Raphael's going to want to be a dad. Let's do that. We got to have some conflict resolution in there. So, and Mikey's just like, what about us? What? And she's like, no, you got to go back so that other dude can come back so I can marry him. Because he's not a turtle. So
yeah, and I don't want to cheat on my husband who's with a turtle,
right?
No less. How shitty would that make you feel if you found out?
That's right.
Cheating on you with a turtle,
And
why are you gonna smash a turtle?
As long as he was Teenage Mutant Ninja, it's cool. Pass.
not only that, but he was underage. He was a teenager. So did some pedophilia, bestiality type thing going on there. That's just
that's a route we need to turn away from.
Yeah, that would have been the fourth one in the series, actually. If this kept going.
They're taking her to jail, and Michelangelo's like, no, I consented. And no.
God.
So awkward.
It was so bad.
This-
Oh man.
What's going
guys-
on?
Do you guys have anything else? I've got nothing. I mean, for me, my ranking is it's in the order they came out. 1, 2, 3. That's for me. That's my ranking of the 3 movies. What about you, Francis? What's yours?
2, 3, 1.
2, 3, 1.
Excuse
Yeah.
me?
No. 2, 1, 3. Ooh.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute.
I almost
Were you
I
not
did
part of
not
this
talk
podcast
too
that we
much.
just did right
I-
now?
I didn't even hear it whenever I said it. Yell's reaction was like, I said it wrong. I know I said it wrong.
Yeah, it's
We're like 2, 3, 1. You're like, yeah,
2, 1, 3.
yeah. That's it.
This movie, shit. It's my second best. It's so good.
It's so good.
Oh man. Any last thoughts on this one, guys?
Trash.
Yeah.
Okay. Next up will be the animated TMNT movie, which
Ooh.
you guys can find on HBO Max. It is on there. That will be the next one up. That will be the 4th one, and then from there we're going to jump over to the last 2 remakes. The one starring Megan Fox.
All right, now we're talking.
I'm interested. But hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Until next time, we'll talk to you later. Deuces.
Peace.